Good evening, YouTube. Home Theater Joe here, and as usual, I hope y'all are happy, healthy, and doing well. I got my chalky milk. I got my service remote. I got my user remote. I got my 65 LG C1 EVO panel. It's time to have some fun, y'all. It's creeping up on 100 hours. I can't stand it. Can't wait anymore. I just gotta dig into the panel a little bit, run some numbers, see what we got, have some fun. This is not going to be my typical deal. It's not going to be short form, so I hope you guys, if you decide to watch, stay till the end, man. Hang in there till the end and enjoy the ride. So let's have some fun. Boom. All right, my friends, let's have some fun with the new panel. I'm going to apologize in advance because you're probably going to be looking at the back of my head for this video. So I'm here. Sorry for the terrible angle. I don't think really what goes on computer is as important as what we're going to see on the screen. So I'm just going to be speaking about what I find, what I'm looking for, yada, yada, yada. So again, we're still on version 5.12.2.111 Calman AutoCal 2021. So this panel here is not quite up to 100 hours. Let's catch up to speed. I'll show you where we're at. And you know what? I'm not too familiar with this display stuff, so you guys might have to bear with me. So right now we're at 96 total hours. It's Thursday evening. I don't know, around 9 o'clock or something probably, but I just couldn't wait till tomorrow. I've been doing this crazy job. It's been 2,400 plus square feet. It's taken a good bit of my time, man. We're here. Hey, I'm rambling. I don't know if you can see this, but this has just always popped up. Basically, ever since I've had the program, it's super annoying, but it is what it is. Full of bugs, AutoCal. But so we're going to talk a lot about AutoCal and this. As we can see, I'm right here. You know what? I guess I need to do something here. I need to shoot. You know what? I totally forgot. I need to go get my USB stick with my patterns in it. I'll be right back. All right, back again, my friends. I have the USB device installed. Let's see now, what is it in? I guess it's media play. Is that what it is? I'm so used to the C10 at this point. Oops, we don't want samples. We don't care about the samples. LG DTV. I guess I'll say real quick. The 77C10 right now is equipped with Dolby Vision Gaming. It is equipped with the latest firmware update 4.30.15. And McKenna is now testing the Dolby Vision Gaming and all that 4K 120 on the Xbox Series X as we speak in the living room. So how I got there was really interesting and crazy. Man, it took me probably an hour, more than an hour, and so many different variations and configurations of trying to get the firmware or the display, excuse me, the 77 out there to read the USB. So I'm going to be making a separate video about how I was able to do that, which is not very hard information to find, but man, the correct order in which to do so. So maybe you guys will save yourselves an hour, hour and a half. But anyway, that's interesting. So that's why you see the LG DTV right there. But I think right now we need SDR, HTR. What are we going to do, guys? I'm so excited. I can see now, but my thing's a little bit off. But here we are in SDR mode. Now we need to make sure that we're, look at this, auto power BS. We don't want that. Now, we can do cinema, or you know what, let's just go right for filmmaker, because that's probably going to be the most accurate. See, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do filmmaker. That's probably going to be the most accurate, right? So let's do that. Here we are. SDR, going to my next thingy here. We've already found my meter, excuse me, meter, did I say? So let's find this display. This is the first time any of this has happened. So now I'm going down here. I've already picked LG for my manual control, and it's giving me the option. It says 2020/2021. That's obviously the one I'm going to pick. Now, I actually had to look this up earlier because I just couldn't find it, and it was ridiculous. And then when I did find it, I felt kind of dumb. So here we are at our wired. How did I find this guy? I think we went there. And, oh yeah, other network. Okay. So it really matters. Yeah, we are trying to sync this guy. And automatic, I can already see this is different from the C10. The C10 gives you a really bright image and then gives you an even brighter box here with all these numbers. I see already immediately this is blacked out. This is actually kind of nice. So where are we going here? We're saying 89, 82, 89, 82, 83, 30, 83, 30, 89, 82, 83, 30. Yep. So we'll press OK. And right off the bat, we're going to get this really bright, annoying image. So I'm going to go. This window is conveniently already opened up for us. We're at SDR, which is what we want. But I'm going to go down here to where it says specialty patterns. And you know what? If I turn that all black, you probably really won't be able to see me, but that doesn't matter. So I am going to go on a 10% window. I'm going Rec 709 as opposed to this 1886. I don't care about that. We're going 2.4 and D65. So all that stuff is good. We're going to move over here to next. Again, I want to reiterate, first time this has ever been done. So, you know what? I'm going to actually go over here to the settings and show you what I do for this stuff. So again, we're at 709 D65. I hear the little guys going crazy out there. So this has got a 21 point step down. I'm not going to do all that because it just, it takes longer. So I'm going to go with the 11 point. Which will just be obviously a little faster. Now I'm going to go over here to application measurements, and I got 45 seconds and 5. This enable pattern insertion, I'm getting rid of that. While I'm thinking about that, it is important we go over here to our settings. I'm not going to go into the service menu and turn off the TSSR, whatever it is, stuff. Not going to do that. I just don't even think that's necessary anymore. I do have a service mode. I can't show you it's the EVO panel and all that, but whatever. So I'm going down here to picture, advanced settings. No, where is it? Where is general? Yes. No, see, I don't know these. There we go. OLED care. I don't know these OLED panel care. What? Okay. So I'm taking off the screen move, and I am taking off the adjust logo brightness just for right now, but that's very important. So I've also turned off this enable pattern. I got it set for, it's going to run 45 patterns, and then it'll break for 5 seconds or whatever. DEITP, DE2000, all of this stuff looks pretty good right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this, and then I'm going to tell you what I think it's going to do while I'm running it. What do we got to do? We got to find this. We got to read series. If I had to guess, I'd say the colors out of the box. Let me just not even look at this right now, so I can't get an indication. I think the colors out of the box are pretty good. So I'm going to say that the grayscale is going to be way off. The blacks are really crushed. But I don't think that the color is going to be so crazy far out, like a delta error of, 12 to 15 or even higher, which the C10 was like 15, delta error 15 or 17 out of the box in color. The grayscale was not great, but it wasn't that crazy. And just as I suspected, wow, wait a minute, sorry, that's grayscale. The grayscale's pretty good and far off. But that max error on our grayscale is going to give us a good indicator of what our max error is going to be with the colors here we're running through the pattern. And you know what else I did forget to do is I forgot to center this guy, which I'm going to do right after this pattern. I know this is going to be a long video and nobody cares for all this waiting, but I think there's just so much important things to say about this, so that's why I'm going to be jumping around a lot. And again here, we're almost through our color checker, and the max error on the color is 7.3. That's half of what the C10 was out of the box. And I could automatically see when this thing came on that the color was much closer out of the box than my C10 was. I would actually put this right around where the C8 was. So let me go over here and show you this little trick. Our buddy Classy, I think. No, I'm sorry. NAV taught me this one. Sorry. Go ahead and pull up that sharpness pattern. There's a freaking fly or a net or something up there. Under your specialty patterns, under that second tab, you can pull up this sharpness pattern and it'll help you get to where you want to be. Now, so this is all good. Actually, this is really good news. Honestly, the grayscale messed up just like I thought it would be, but the color, that's good. That's good. So I was actually expecting that stuff. And again, if we look at this grayscale, when we go to 100%, man, it's almost at a delta error 10. So it is, well, it's 7.3 as you see. But anyway, so this is the important part here. I am going to connect the display to the program, but immediately after that, I'm going to reset the picture settings, because while I want the program to have control of the TV, I don't want AutoCal. It's kind of weird. So let's just do this.
I love you, Dad.
Oh, hey, I love you, buddy. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna type in again our shoot. What was it? It was 192.168.1.204, I believe, right? We need to connect that. There we go. So now this guy's got a hold of our TV. The program's going to automatically put some things in place that, I don't really care for. So, But again, this isn't really me. I'm not really thinking I'm going to calibrate right now. It says SDR Cinema. So what I'm not going to do is hit full DDC reset. But what I will do is go up here to all settings, and now I want to check and see where cinema is at. I guess I gotta, oh no, sorry, advanced settings again. Just trying to learn this stuff. So, all right, I know off the bat, like, we're gonna have to bring this OLED pixel level way down. Pixel brightness, or however you want to call it. And I'm going to say like somewhere around 35 or 30. Well, I'm just going to say 30. Should be around 100 nits. I don't know that. I'm just taking a guess here. All right, see, now they've got the gamma at 2.2, which I don't want that. I want it at 2.4. Black level limited. That's actually, I believe, that's what we want. So there's your brightness. Here we go for a color. See, I'm going to go auto detect here. All right. White balance. Here we go. All right. That's what we want. Warm 50. That's going to be equivalent to warm 2. All right. What I believe. Now, this sharpness. That's what I was looking for. You're getting out of here too. The noise reduction, turning you off. Cinematic movement. You're done. Get out of here. I'm not going to apply that to all settings. I'm just going to leave that be as is right now. Then I'm going to go over here to my settings. Okay, just gear, wheel, and I'm going to make sure that my workflow options haven't changed. 2.4, all good. Okay, so I think we're ready to move on. Now it's going to ask me to hit enable calibration, but I'm not going to do that because no. So right now it thinks the TV is at OLED light 80, but we know it's at 30. So we're going to see what that gives us, and that's 98.99. Wow, that's a really good guess. I've spent a lot of time with my C10, okay, and I've spent a lot of time with this program, and you know, here's one thing I will say that's different about the C10 out of the box, or excuse me, the C1 out of the box. The C10, when you dig into the service menu, white balance service menu, okay, the OLED light service menu was set at 25 out of the box. The C1 out of the box in the white balance, so I'll just go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. We don't care how long this video is, do we? Who cares? It's freedom. Let me, actually, I'm going to leave that up on the screen because I need to see what I'm doing. So let me just show you real quick what I'm talking about. So in the service menu, I go over here. And by the way, I have not touched anything in the service menu for this display on anything, which, funny, again, on medium, out of the box, the C10, we're full dynamic range 192, 192, 192, okay, red, green, blue game. So out of the box, again, this is not full dynamic range. So, hey, it is what it is. But that's not what I'm talking about here. That's not why I'm here. Why I'm here is actually to tell you about this number, this backlight 100. So out of the box, it's set to 100. Out of the box, the C10 was set to 25. So that's and about 24, 25 OLED light was around 100. I guess this one was 30. It's 99.4. But we know this OLED light is not at 80, so it doesn't make any difference that I'm doing this, but just because I'm kind of silly like that, I want to see this number be what it is. So, here we go. I'm going to go to the next screen now. So this is, how do I want to do this? I think the answer is to do 100% white first, man. And we're in the service mode. Like, okay, fine. All right, we're going to do it. So I'm going to, yeah, I guess so, right? Let's go to grayscale points. We're going to put white only. We are going to change these little guys to numbers here. Okay. Again, if you didn't see that, I went to this gear icon, and under grayscale points, as opposed to being the 11-point scale that I chose white only, which is going to be 100% white. You can see, you can't see this, but target YDC squared, whatever, is 100. So that's that. Now I'm going to go read continuous. All right, so what this is going to do is flash up a pattern on the screen at 100% white, and then I'm going to see right here how far off my white balance actually is. So let's go over here, back to the service menu. Again, I want to say this one more time. I have not touched anything in this display. I've I've been kind of wondering if I wanted to do this. Okay, let's go over here actually and turn this pattern off. All right, so again, we can see what's going on here. I don't want to touch red, so I'm gonna bring this green up, and that's helped. I'm gonna bring this blue down. Okay, coming down. Okay. See, wait a minute here though. My target is way off. What's going on here? You know, that's exactly why I didn't want to do that without taking a picture. Because I have no idea what those values were. Just now I have to watch it back on the footage. But right now it's saying my target is... Okay, whatever. I guess we can work with that, right? So in this menu, I'm told not to touch the red, the green. Yeah, well, it can't go above 192, that's for sure. Okay, come on down. All right, whoa, whoa, whoa there. We're close now. All right, at 181 for green. I don't know if that needs to go down or up. It needs to go... Actually, it needs to stay right there. We're going to go down to blue here. Blue needs to come down a tick or two. Up! I'm sorry. It needs to go up. Okay, so now we need to get this green to go where it needs... All right, like, boom. So... All right, our error is pretty well up, though. All right, now our error is back down to 0.2. Keep in mind, this is 100% white in SDR, so yeah, there we go. Man, I would love to touch that red, but I just don't believe I'm supposed to do that, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna hit adjust. And then it goes a little bit out of whack, but that's fine. I'll tell you what else we could do right now, since we just fiddled with that. This is the one I really like to do. 2-point here. We're going to go 30, 2-point, 30, and 70. We're going to grab a remote here. Go to all settings. How do we do it? I guess advanced settings, yeah. Is it color? It must be. White balance, boom. 2-point method, here we go. 2-point. Yes, we're gonna start high. So we can move this back to these guys. We'll make sure we're on 70 here. And again, we're gonna hit read continuous. Red, we're not going to touch. I mean, honestly, I can touch red in here, I think. So I'm going to do that. Bring that red up. Now we're just calibrating the 70% right now. Now we need to go to green. Bring this up. So what I want to do again is get these lined up as best I can. Oops, green, we're going to do you there. Now we got to go over here to blue. We are going to try to line blue up as well. Here we go. Oh, boom. Blue, you're looking pretty good right there. We're going to leave you at +7. Now we're going to go back here to red. Red needs to go up again. Maybe one more time. That's really close, y'all. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see that line, but that's super close. So I'm actually going to stop this. Then I'm going to go back here. Oops, excuse me. I'm going to go to low. I'm going to hit this 30% and read continuous. And now our, as soon as it kicks in there, again, we've got a, actually that line looks a lot better than the 70 did because we made the 70 better. So here we are moving our red up. I'm clicking up on the remote control on the directional pad to move what I see here. And as you can see, red is on +9. I'm actually going to have to go +10. I'm going to leave it there, just move to green because I see green needs to come up. And we're at +7 now, +8. Let me move over here to blue. Yeah, we're going to start there, +6. Man, blue needs to come up. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Come up a little more. Let's go back to green here. Bring that up. And back to red. You know, all this is don't, you know, I'm doing all this for naught anyway because, you know, there's not even 100 hours on the panel. This is going to have to be done again at 200 hours easily. Sorry if you hear that. That's Samantha back there doing her thing. So I know that all these points, the 30 and 70 are good now, right? So I'm just going to stop this, exit out of here. You can see where we've done our adjustments to the display. Again, oh no. You know what? I pressed cinema. We're in filmmaker mode. Gosh, dog it all. You know, see, that's the stuff that happens when you, do stuff like that, right? So yeah, and I can even see like filmmaker mode's much brighter. Yeah, of course. So that just threw all those measurements out of whack. That was so silly. You see what happens? Like, I haven't done this stuff in a while. And, yeah, that's what happens. But I'm actually just going to go back and kick it into cinema. Because it doesn't matter. Whatever. And then I'm going to hit back, back, back. Yeah, okay, it was in... Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. I was cinema, not filmmaker. All right, sorry, guys. Just being a little silly. So anyway, I got that 30 and 70 lined up. I'm not worried about the color checker stuff. We can go ahead and read this series to see where, well, the peak luminance, whatever. That it doesn't even matter, but we can just run this line to see where it's at. Our OLED light is at 30. And we want to see this, you know, see it's at 134 candela squared. That's way too bright for me. But now that I know that about this display, I'll be able to program in for that. And now we'll check and see what kind of reveal we have. Again, they want me to go with the 21 point step down. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with the 11 point. I'm going to go back here, make sure none of this junk is enabled. And again, 709, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know what this is going to read. Typically, I don't get good readings out of this stuff, but the display out there has had 100% white calibration and 2-point, just like this has. So this is actually at like 134 nits, which I didn't want, but already I can see here that my max error is way down. The 100, if you remember, I'm sure, was way up there. It was like 7 point something. So typically where OLEDs are going to have trouble, though, is going to be down here, 10, 20, 30. It's actually, wow, gone through those really nicely. Again, I don't have a whole lot of luck with these post-calibration readings. With the C10, I learned not to chase perfection, not to chase the numbers, because it's really about what your eye sees on the display. And again, so that grayscale number went down from, I don't know, what was it, 7.9 or something to 1.7. That's pretty good. Again, I know I'm kicking a dead horse because you guys know I like to do that. This display has never been touched by this software ever before. I just felt like this was a really awesome opportunity to sit down and talk about some of the things that I think are relevant with the AutoCal software. So actually, this is funny because now our max color, I think that may have gone up. Right? No, no, no. It's gone down. It was 7 point whatever. Anyway, they'll tell us in this next screen. But it's gone down. But as we can see, still problems. So gonna have to play with the display. Gonna have to, play with things and get them back on track. But as we can see, I need to step away here, make sure this is still running, and it is. Okay, we are really going long here. 30 minutes. This is going to be a large bow. We got to tie on this guy. But if we see here, just like my guy in AV, Ninjician, AV, he's like really instrumental in the way I've been able to learn how to do these panels, and his information is always real great. So look, we went from an average error, 3.1, 7.3 to 2.3 to 5.1. Listen, this display I don't think is anywhere near ready for prime time or whatever. So I'm actually gonna just go ahead and save this in as SDR Cinema, because I do want to save the information. But what I should also say is I didn't even run the color correction. I didn't build the 1D LUT, which a lot of people complain about. And if you dig into it, into the forums and into the YouTubers, they will tell you that the 1D LUT program it's a guessing game. And every time you generate that stuff, so if you notice, I never enabled calibration, not one time running through that process. And I can assure you now that if you just look, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but check out that grayscale. Look at that from 7.3. All right, now I go to this one. It says max is 5.1. Okay, on the grail, but I don't know why it says that, because I guess that's for oh yeah, that must be for the color, right? The max for 5.1 and the gray. But anyway, I'm sorry, that was kind of silly. But here we go. Like, look at that huge difference in the grayscale and the white. Okay, that is going to line up these colors so much better. And again, when we did the 30 and 70, we saw how well that stuff lined up. And so anyway, this is just going to make the panel, look great. And it's just not even there yet. So I think I should probably wrap this up, man. It's getting really late and in this video. And what I want to say is you guys, I'm sure, probably like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Probably look really silly, like, sure you can't even see me. But let's just throw that sharpness pattern up there. What I'd like to say is I've had a blast. This has been really fun for me to be able to sit here and go through this and just talk about the stuff I want to talk about when it comes to this. The C10, I do have, as I mentioned, the firmware already installed, so be looking out for that. And there's going to be a lot more to come on the C1 EVO panel. Remember, my C10 is not an EVO. This is an EVO. There's going to be much more to come. We're going to have to do HDR, Dolby Vision, all kinds of tests with this bad boy. So it's just going to be fun and awesome. And yeah, this is about the time where I can say with confidence that if you guys have any questions or comments, good, bad, or indifferent, please put them below. They are greatly appreciated. They do nothing but help the community. So I thank you for that. And now I can wrap a huge bow on this and say, as always, thank you for listening. Be good. Be safe.